hard for Rest on that Ashe to reach that Veigar. Like, Veigar should essentially never be reached. However, Nami is also going to be vulnerable. Like, you want to dive those champions. You don't want to be diving the front line. You want to be diving deep in the backline. But now it's going to be up to Rest to get that arrow to the backline.
And it will also be up to Tybe on the Camille, one of his signature picks. We have montage reels in North America of Tybe going for Elder Dragon steals, Baron steals on this champion in particular. He made a reputation for himself on Camille in the jungle. Sentinels are putting him back on comfort when he seems like the one that has been a little disconnected from the team, especially when we look at that game number 2. Sentinels going in towards more comfort zone here. This could be a recipe for success, but I still really like what Liberty drafted.
I really like what Liberty drafted as well. Sentinels had a good plan, but then Liberty coming with that bold pick, the Veigar. It makes so much sense. Like, not any team would just pick this, but this particular draft right here, this is a Veigar draft, right? Like, I just love what the coaches and basically what the person deciding to draft did for Liberty right here.
Game 3 loaded onto the Rift. Sentinels versus Liberty.
Ooh.
The grudge match of North America versus Brazil. North American fans will remember what happened at Horizon Cup, and Sentinels go for an interesting play here. Pushing mid as a group, going bot as a group.
So they're sharing golden experience. Like, at the end of the day, this is going to give you more golden experience, but you have to ask yourself, you just gave Veigar 4 stacks
Sets
for free.
come through, and
free.
actually Veigar Freezer with an early roam topside beginnings as well. Freaks doesn't flash away, but the hookshot misses from Tybe. That means
misses.
Sentinels, they don't succeed the dive.
Everything missed right there. The hook shot missed, the set abilities missed, everything missed. That was just a very unfortunate gank right there from Set. And if Beginnings had his flash right there, he would have been able to kill him. But unfortunately, he just kind of wasted it in the early game to not do much in his laning phase.
And now Rest has to solo lane against Boss for a full wave and a half. And we know that Ashe can't really do that against the Lucian. So has to back off, loses 1 minion for it.
So Kona is going for a Rod of Ages, and normally I always say I don't like Rod of Ages on Veigar, but in this particular game right here, it's the perfect item, right? Like, he doesn't need damage early game, he needs to skill into the late game, and that Rod of Ages is going to give him a lot of HP, and that's what he needs against this all-in type of composition of Sentinels, because once he survives that initial engage, he also will get a stasis, of course. He can use his abilities and his ultimate, and he'll just one-shot anyone.
And he, like you were saying, the health bar getting bigger means that the Diana, the Camille set won't be nearly as scary. Speaking of, Diana in the cage right now, dodges out on the bubble. Molly doing a decent job, but it's just not enough. Kona still had the ultimate. Doesn't have enough damage to kill Molly.
And if Rest had just used that ultimate a little bit earlier, I think Molly could have killed both of them right there.
Honestly, that was pretty close. Like, Molly almost turned that play into 1v2. Mana Freezer, known for those early game roams,
they're
doesn't
going for it
succeed
again.
this time around. Tybe with a flash forward. He's stunned under the turret though. Kona face breakered back. First blood to Sentinels.
And that's the type we know, right? Like, this is what we know. A beautiful gank right there, and Rest is struggling.
He's gonna die. Cole under turret. Oh, Boss! He thought he had it.
Oh,
not quite.
That was a close one. And Smiley falls to that one right there. That's an unfortunate one. So Rest is actually doing a pretty good job standing alone in his wave, right? Like, he's letting Beginnings roam around a lot. But the question is, has it been worth it? Beginnings has only been able to get 1 kill, unfortunately.
It is a kill, but still a gold lead to Liberty here, as they now look to put pressure on the bottom half of the map again.
Oh, they're invading him.
Kinsen sees Tybe. Full level up. Tybe does not realize now he's completely surrounded. Tybe caught out in his own jungle. Has the help of Beginnings, still alive. Survived for quite a while, and now Kona too far forward. Pulled right back in by Beginnings. And that's a trade of kills for Sentinels.
Which is fine for Liberty. Because, you know, this is a trade of kills, but Kona is getting those stacks up. Like, this is how Veigar works. Veigar has 1 kill right now, which is 5 stacks. He finishes Rod of Ages. It's a very slow champion, but every single kill, every single minion matters.
Liberty, they start at the dragon.
He's gonna steal this one. I'm predicting it. He's gonna steal this one.
Now. He's known for it. Just hit level 8. He could look over the wall. Molly tries to escape. The Ash arrow lands onto Freaks. As now Sentinels are positioning for the dragon to just reset here. Liberty still have the inside track of the river. They're approaching here. Tidal wave goes out. Beginnings isolated from the rest of the team. They're chasing out the set, who flashes away. The flash forward with the upper hand of Freaks, and Liberty find the first kill of the fight. MTS almost trades one back on a Kinsen for all of his health bar, but now Tybe gets some damage onto Freaks. That's a big the cage from Kona, putting in work, but he doesn't have the damage. He's about to be out of mana. Tybe's going forward. Mano Freezer can barely keep him alive, but Tybe under the turret will find the kill. Kinzen now chasing him down. He's slowed, but on a killing spree, will still find the kills.
And there you can see the potential of the composition of Sentinels. Mali was not even there in the beginning of the fight, but there you could see it, right? We can see the beginnings. Unfortunately got caught by those Shadows enchant, but we have another fight.
Right back to life. Beginnings again. Alone here. Protobelts to safety. The bleed stacks. Is he gonna die? I think he does. Oh, barely lives.
And this is not the dragon you want to be giving to Liberty Kangas. This is probably the last dragon you want to be giving.
Not the lane you want to be in if you're Molly either. Trying his best to escape. That's a good arrow right there. Boss in trouble. He's locked out. Tybe doesn't have the damage. Molly go in. Finds it. Rest now isolated. Kinzen on a rampage. This Wukong, there's a reason that's banned against him.
There is a reason it's banned against him. This guy is gonna be a famous player. But the problem is, there's 2 champions he's this good at, right? It's not a one trick. He has 2 champions. So the question is, when you play against him, do you just ban
no one is
both of them and leave
It is still even gold right now. Sentinels, if they walk up, maybe they can contest. Kinzen's on it, secures the objective, and the cage should ensure that he gets out. Immediate QSS coming in, the cleanse for Kona. Yeah. And he's just going to keep scaling up. So Liberty getting these objectives, Sentinels have yet to find any purchase in this game.
So even though you catch Kona with that Ash arrow, he can still escape with the QSS. But he doesn't have a stasis enchant. So Tybe has the opportunity to use his ultimate now. So it's interesting to see how Liberty decided to pick up that QSS instead of a stasis enchant on Kona. So essentially the front line of Liberty has to keep Tybe away. But Tybe, his job is gonna be diving Kona in that late game.
His job is to have confidence, and Boss did the same. So they're opting to reduce the stun duration of the Ashe, just use that immediately as their hit. Misses on Kona that time. If that had landed, he was surely dead. But now it's instead Beginnings, just almost popped like a balloon, but it's actually Molly that's focused down by Freaks and Kinzen. Liberty just have so much pressure.
Kinzen is just dealing so much damage in the backline right now.
And they're looking for more. They get the turret. Okay, they're not going to find a kill.
Yeah, they're fearless right now. Kinzen is fearless. He's sitting on 2 items right now, while Tybe is only halfway through his 2nd item. And when Wukong is able to get those items, he's going to be unkillable. He's going to carry the fight, and he's going to have a lot of kills. But it's okay. His team got him. That's how we talked about Liberty. If a guy screws up,
Arrow went onto Kinzen, and that meant that Tybe says, I don't want the play anymore. But Beginnings, he was already in the play. Flash forward from Kona. Cage means flash from Tybe. Beginnings goes down, and Liberty are just so quick to pull the trigger.
And unfortunately, Beginnings is just constantly getting caught off guard, and Mano Freezer is always using his shadows. Ooh, Tybe is constantly baiting me into something.
Yeah, now that the turret's under pressure,
there
that's
we go.
Moonfall coming in from Molly. They're looking for something onto the back line. Can they get the damage? Exhaust here. Boss is in trouble. Kona's in trouble. They don't have the Wukong ultimate to peel away all this dive from Sentinels.
It's so rough to play this composition as Sentinels, because you have to force those engages. It's like, you know, you have to get out of your comfort zone. No, they can. And they're just going to keep Tybe away. As you can see, Sentinels does have vision, however.
Ooh, they opt for the fight instead. Looking for the damage onto Kona right here as QSS uses it. Boss trying to get out the damage at the call, but a big engage from Beginnings. Pulls in the carries, and Sentinels, they start off the fight huge with a kill on the Boss. They haven't lost anybody yet, and they also reset the dragon.
And finally, Beginnings is in the right position, finally using his abilities the right way. You can see if Beginnings actually engages properly and not get caught out for no reason, Sentinels wins this fight right now, and that was just beautifully played by them.
Look at this beautiful flank on Molly. Oh, he doesn't have the ultimate. The Whirlwind's not available.
Yeah, this is just a very close game all out, and Sentinels is able to secure that dragon right here. Mid lane turret is still standing for Liberty, which is going to be a very, very important turret for them, of course. Like, that first mid lane turret is by far the most important turret in
Rising Cup.
Sentinels got some big items right now, by the way.
In that moment. Now the Ash arrow goes out, but it goes wide, and that's a pick for Liberty. They even get flash out of Beginnings. Do they want to go for more? Kinzen goes forward. There's no objectives for them to take, but a pick on the Tybe, it's still gold in their pockets.
What happened? What happened? Tybe just died. That's a free Baron right there. What did Tybe just do? He was playing this game so incredibly well, and now he just just what happened?
I don't know if they're going to commit to the Baron, though. Liberty don't quite have the confidence for it. They'll push out the mid wave. Time's up in 15 seconds, but with the Scuttle Crab there, Sentinels should read if Liberty go for this. So Liberty
waiting.
pull it off.
I like both are so scared. Tybe actually starts off the Elder Dragon right here.
They're just going to force Liberty
in.
And Kinzen says, all right, I'll take that fight. Beginnings chunked down very low, still barely alive. The Dragon might just take him down. Sentinels don't look good in this fight. Liberty have done it. They get one kill. MTS looks for more, and now Tybe throws himself in. Can Molly get a big kill, but he's the one that was actually picked up before the Moonfall even went down. Sentinels don't have this big AoE engage. They don't have this big team fight tool, and that means Liberty can go forward. They got Beginnings. Liberty are making it happen. No one has fallen from the WBO representatives, and they are on the Elder Dragon.
Oh my god, and they're creeping
Freak gets the pull onto Time, and now Sentinels are in a really rough spot. Liberty can move forward, Rest doing the damage that he can. Boss, the bubble from Mano Freezer seals the fate of Rest. A double kill to Freaks. Liberty will find the Prime Ace right before the Dragon, but Time, he's gonna deny it. He's running away if he can. The fruit will keep him alive, and Kinzid says, no, the Dragon's more important. I got it back.
It doesn't matter.
It's a DP from Molly. He's got the Moonfall. He flashes out. You gotta press the ultimate. Another ultimate coming in. Oh, he doesn't get it off in time, and that's 2 more kills. The Brazilians are laughing as Liberty get the Dragon.
Oh, that could have been it. That could have been it. Kinzen chased Type way too far with that. He forgot that he had to secure an Elder Dragon right there. And right then and there, Molly nearly stole that Elder Dragon away. But Kona,
if they had the right setup, it wasn't too bad. But Liberty, they found their play. Liberty have been the better team on the day, and they have the final touches right now with Elder Dragon, with Baron Pop. They just got to move forward one more time onto Sentinels in their own jungle, and they're slaughtering them. 1, 2, 3. There's nowhere for Sentinels to go that's safe. A double kill to Kinzin. Liberty have done it. History repeats itself. Brazil reigns supreme over North America, and Liberty will take the series.
Let's go, Liberty. This is what we want to see from the Brazil region right there. The 3rd seed showing what they're made of. Pretty much dominating Sentinels.